Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Maple Stories. If you are new here, I am Swan, a project manager at a top technology consulting firm, a career coach, and someone who started in Canada as a student in 2022 with zero Canadian experience. Fast forward to today, I have landed 3 job offers before even graduating. In this video, I'm sharing the exact strategies that helped me build a killer resume and stand out in Canada's competitive job market. They are not just tips, they are tried and true methods straight from my own journey and insider advice from hiring managers. So grab a notepad and settle in and let's build a resume that gets you hired. Let's talk about why your resume matters. Did you know recruiters generally spend just 6 seconds looking at a resume? That's all you have got to make a great first impression. In Canada, your resume needs to stand out. It is the key to get interview calls. But there are few things about Canadian resume that actually can make or break your chances. But don't worry, stick with me and I will break it down step by step. So let's start with my first step. You should have a one-page resume. I know there is a lot of debate about this online, but hear me out. If you are early in your career, you likely don't have enough experience to justify a longer resume. So stick to the essentials, your education, your relevant work experience, and your key skills. But are there any kind of exceptions? Of course, if you had tons of relevant experience or impactful volunteer roles, then 2 pages might work. But let's be real, most students can stick to one. Also, only add relevant experience. If it doesn't relevant to the job you are applying for, either completely skip it or craft it to highlight transferable skills. So, for example, if you have worked in a retail store, suppose in Tim Horton and or Walmart, and then currently you are applying for a job which is asking for your customer service or teamwork skills, then you can add in your resume in the work experience section that you have demonstrated exceptional customer service by addressing customer needs and resolving complaints promptly, resulting in a 15% increase in positive customer feedback. So it is showing your customer service skills. So the key here is to focus on specific accomplishments and emphasis on the transferable skills that is aligning with the job you are targeting. Now, another tip is you have to keep the formatting of your resume very simple and easy to read. Stick to just 2 font types, one for the headers and another one for the main text. That's all. Keep it clean and clear and easy to read. A professional looking resume is a huge plus for recruiters. Now, the header section. The first section in your resume should be your header section. What you should include in your header section? Of course, your full name, big and bold at the top. Then your contact information, your email ID, your phone number, your LinkedIn. In Canada, LinkedIn is very important. But do not just paste the entire link. Use a hyperlink to make it look clean. Then the city and the province. Always include your location, either where you are currently based or where you are looking to work. But if you are open for relocation, make sure to mention that as well. But what not to include? Your full home address. Trust me, nobody cares about that. Then your personal details like your age, your gender, your marital status, or your political affiliations. These are completely irrelevant and can lead to unconscious biases. Then, after the header section, you should have a key skill section. Highlight both your technical as well as soft skills that are very, very crucial for the job you are applying for. This helps recruiter immediately see you have the skills they are looking for. But it is very important to justify these skills throughout your resume with examples, achievements, work experiences to avoid them appearing completely vague or meaningless. So for example, in your key skill section, you have mentioned you have data analysis and visualization skill. Justify that in your resume in your work experience section. Created interactive dashboards in Tableau that reduce reporting time by 30%, enabling real-time decision making for the executive team. So this is just an example. So you can understand now that how your data analysis and visualization skill is emphasized in the work experience section with proper proof. Another important tip is skip the summary or the objective section in your resume. If you are a student, you most likely will have a one-page resume. Then do not add the summary section separately because your resume is already a summary. And recruiters already know your motivation behind applying the job. So you do not need to have a separate objective section for that. Instead, use that space to make your education section, your skill section, your certification section, your work experience section longer and stronger. Then, when should you include a summary? Only two cases. If you have a significant gap in your resume, for example, a gap year, a layoff, or family leave, and you want to explain it briefly. And second, if you are transitioning to a new industry or role and need to provide context, then you should have a summary section. So for example, if you have studied engineering and now you are applying for a marketing role and you need to justify, then you should have a summary section. Now, the education section. If you are a student, this is very important. Your education section should come after the key skill section. It is your current full-time occupation, so it should take priority. If you have graduated, then the work experience section should come after the key skill section, and then your education section should come, since your current or the desired occupation is a full-time professional role. Include the following details for each and every degree. First, your degree name, you should be very specific about that. Add your major. If you have any kind of minor, also add that. Then the full name of the institution, the location of the institution, including the city, province, or the country. Then mention the start date and the expected or the actual end year. Also, do not forget to add your achievements in your education section. You can showcase your scholarships, your awards, your research contributions, your publications if those things are relevant to the job you are applying for. You can add your GPA if that is very impressive, or you can skip it. Do not forget to add 2 or 3 relevant courseworks if they are aligning with the job you are applying for. You can also have academic projects if those are relevant. But keep in mind, you should have a concise education section, so focus on the details which are relevant to the job you are applying for. So now, in the part 1, we have covered the basic formatting, the header section, the key skill section, and the education section. That's all for the part 1 of the resume building series. In part 2, we will dive into the work experience section, which is very, very important if you are applying for a job after your graduation, the leadership section, the skills and certification section, and then we will discuss words that can completely ruin your resume and what you should include instead. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope these tips help you start building your Canadian resume with confidence. And if you are ready to take the next step, just comment resume below and I will share a free one-page resume template that I have used. Also, if you are looking for a personalized career guidance, don't forget to book a coffee chat with me. I will add the link in the description section of this video. I would love to help you with your career goals. And hey, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Part 2 is on the way and you don't want to miss it. So, see you soon. Bye.